So I met this guy, Leo. Our story is literally like a comic strip. So let me just show you. I'm a total sucker for romance. Give me the grand gestures, the cheesy lines, the whole 9 yards. Leo, he was the complete opposite.
He'd hear the word rom-com and physically cringe.
It all started at this little indie comic book shop we both loved. I was sketching a super cute couple in my notebook. You know, sharing a milkshake with 2 straws. He glanced over my shoulder and just went, "Seriously? No one actually does that. They just get their own milkshake." I was a little taken aback, but I just shot back, "Well, maybe some people like sharing." From then on, it became our thing. Every time we saw each other, he'd find some romance cliché to roast. One day, I was reading a book where the main character gets caught in the rain and a handsome stranger offers her his jacket. Leo, who was shelving comics nearby, just had to say, "A more realistic ending is that they both get pneumonia." I rolled my eyes and said, "You have the soul of a grumpy cat." He just smirked and replied, "Grumpy cats are honest." Despite his anti-romance crusade, our little debates were actually fun. We'd go back and forth, him with his cynical logic and me with my dreamy optimism. We started drawing little comics together. He'd draw a scene like a guy dramatically running through an airport to stop a girl from leaving. Then I'd add a speech bubble for the girl saying, "I already rebooked my flight for tomorrow." You could have just texted. It was our weird little language. I started to see a different side of him. Underneath all that sarcastic banter, he was incredibly thoughtful. He'd remember little details I mentioned, like my favorite type of drawing pen or the pastry I liked from the bakery down the street. One day, he showed up at the comic shop with a brand new set of those pens. Just saying, "Saw these and thought your sketches deserved better ink." My heart did a little flutter. Was this a gesture? A non-cliché romantic gesture? The big turning point happened one evening. I was having a really rough week. My big freelance project had fallen through, and I was feeling super down, sketching sad little doodles in my notebook. Leo found me at our usual spot. He didn't say much at first. He just sat down and started drawing. He drew a little character that looked like me, but with a superhero cape. Then he drew his own character next to mine, holding up a giant shield to block a bunch of raining storm clouds. There were no words, just this simple, powerful drawing. He looked at me and said, "You don't have to fight all the battles alone." And that was it. That was the moment. No grand speech, no dramatic music. Just him, a piece of paper, and the truest, kindest thing anyone had ever done for me. I realized he wasn't anti-romance. He was just anti-fake. He hated the performance of romance, not the feeling itself. After that, everything changed. Our comic battles turned into collaborative stories. We draw our future adventures, silly scenarios, and quiet moments. He started doing things that were, dare I say, romantic. But they were all uniquely him. He wouldn't buy me a generic bouquet of roses. Instead, he'd bring me a rare succulent he found because he knew I'd love drawing its weird shape. He didn't write me cheesy poetry. Instead, he'd leave a little comic on my desk in the morning, showing our characters having coffee together. One of our favorite things to do became creating our own clichés. We had the sharing of the last French fry, which was a sacred ritual. We had the surprise hot chocolate on a cold day, which he perfected. He even recreated our first meeting in a comic strip. But in his version, his character says, you know, sharing a milkshake is actually a pretty efficient way to consume sugar and dairy. And the funniest part of it all? The guy who spent months making fun of every romantic trope in the book became the most romantic person I've ever known. He didn't just fall in love. He redesigned it to fit us perfectly. He showed me that real love isn't about following a script. It's about writing your own, panel by panel, with all its quirky, funny, and beautiful details. It's not about the big, loud declarations you see in movies. It's in the quiet gestures, the shared inside jokes. And the person who sits with you and draws you a superhero cape when you need it most. Our love story wasn't a cliché. It was a limited edition, one-of-a-kind original. And I wouldn't trade it for all the milkshakes in the world. If this little love story made you smile, hit like, subscribe to Love and Us, and tell me in the comments what was your cutest meet cute moment.